Hey, welcome back to GG Gaming. So here we go. We got a great guide video for you for a really tough fight in Pokemon Legends Z-A, and that is that guy right there, Zygarde. We are going to go through this entire fight end to end, talk about exactly what you do and how to easily be able to take this thing down so you can catch it. Let's do it. Okay, so let's jump right into this. The first and foremost thing you have to understand about Zygarde, you go to your Pokédex, you can check this. He'll be down at the bottom because you have seen him in the game throughout this point. You have not caught it yet. He is a dragon and ground type. There are two types here that work really well against Zygarde. Fairy type and ice types are great, and I'm going to show you a couple recommendations here for what I think you should use. Obviously, if you've gotten far enough that you have Flow-It, go ahead and use that Pokemon because it's absolutely amazing. We are not going to use that for the sake of this. Maybe, sure. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. Because it's going to work the same way as Gardevoir. I was thinking about just using Gardevoir, but Gardevoir is absolutely amazing in this fight as well. The first time I soloed this one, just kind of messing around, I used my Gardevoir and it worked really well. Go ahead and put Drain Kiss. Swap out that Psychic move for Moonblast. I didn't do that ahead of time. So you want Drain Kiss, Moonblast. You can run the Charm as well as the Calm Mind. You can also run Light Screen instead of the Charm. Zygarde uses a mix of both physical and special moves, but we're going to kind of go through that in the fight. We will actually do this fight together, and I'll show you exactly what to do during each stage of the fight and talk through it. Other than that, Avalugg. There is an Alpha Avalugg right here that you can catch on the map. This one's level 57. I've not leveled it up any. I soloed this thing, no problem with this Avalugg using these moves right here. Blizzard, Icicle Crash, Iron Defense, and Recover. Super cool. You gotta have that recover move to be able to heal yourself up. The defense on this guy is absolutely amazing. 225 right there at level 57. I mean, if you were to level this guy up, he would take out Zygarde no problem. He already takes out Zygarde no problem and has no issue surviving. So if you go catch this Avalugg, give it those four moves right there, you can solo this thing as well. But for the sake of making it a little bit faster, because it did take a little while to solo with the level 57 Avalugg, we are going to go ahead and use Flow-It and show you kind of what we're going to run here. Of course, Light of Ruin, the signature move, Drain Kiss, Giga Drain, and Calm Mind. The Giga Drain probably could be swapped out for something else if you want. Drain Kiss really is the most important one there to be able to heal up. So let's do this. We did, of course, power it up to level 100. Does not have to be level 100. I would say level 75 up for your Pokemon, except for the Avalugg, obviously. You'd be ready to go for this fight. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Hit ready. Let's swap over to our more raid view camera here. All right, so it's going to put you into a arena type battle against Zygarde. He's got 3 stages to this fight. The 10% stage that we have here, as well as the I guess we actually get all of our Pokemon. You get all 6. Sorry. You can bring as many as you want. Why was I thinking you only get 1? You get 3 stages here. So the 10% stage, the 50% stage, and then the complete 100% stage. The 10% stage here uses 1,000 arrows along with one other move when we see it. So 1,000 arrows, you just got to move. You're just dodging. It's very similar to the rogue ones. He targets you a lot. So go ahead and do this, and then you want to hit him with super effective damage. We actually should have swapped out. We're going to go over here to our nice little fluid to make this a little quicker. So the healing is really important, and you do see right there is stun. So periodically, when you do enough damage to these Pokemon, to this guy, he will get into a stun phase. When he gets into a stun phase, after that, he will run off and do a special move. Right here, he's using 1,000 arrows again. So yeah, I think that's a bigger 1,000 arrows. But you just want to move. Make sure you dodge it. You don't want to get hit. I think is he going to do the same move again? Either way, let's go ahead and hit him with Light of Ruin. Yes. So huge damage there. Wow. So immediate stun. Push that HP bar. You're not going to get that kind of damage normally. We did Hyper Train, as well as obviously we are leveled up to level 100 on our Flow-It. So we're going to do a ton of damage here. But it's a good example if you do have Flow-It or you want to work your way up to getting it. And it apparently can knock itself out. So we are still learning a little bit about this Pokemon. We just recently got it. By recently, today, I got this Pokemon, which was amazing. So, all right, let's use Gardevoir a little bit here. So as you see, the 10% form of Zygarde doesn't do anything else. He uses those 2 arrow moves. and the green ones only hit in the middle of the map. He will use the regular arrows to hit you, but otherwise, he just kind of goes around the map. When he attacks the Pokemon, in this case Gardevoir, you see he is moving towards her using other moves, but otherwise, the arrows are pretty much doing it. There we go. Knockout stage 1. Enough talking. Let's move to the next stage, 50%, which isn't too terrible, but it does have a pretty brutal move that you do want to be cautious of and make sure you avoid. You're not in any time constraints here, so you can kind of take your time. You can go through this, etc. So, of course, he gets stronger. That is Dragon Breath right there, I think is what it is, and it is special damage. So Calm Mind here is super helpful. Gardevoir does not take much damage at all. And other than that, you see the Rock Dragon Pulse, and then the other one is Rock something. So those are the only two moves he pretty much uses outside of this special move. That was just because we're close. Do have close. All right, so you get the idea. Stay alive, kind of move, make sure you're avoiding the rock move, etc. So let's go ahead and kind of show Avalugg. Check that out. I wanted to show you that. So Avalugg, if he gets hit by that Dragon Pulse, he gets wrecked. As you saw, he got utterly wrecked. He got wrecked because he does not have a lot of physical defense. So you want, or special defense, sorry. So you do want to try to bring, whoops. So there's another move right there. When you start to see that, you want to make sure you're running. Just keep running in a circle. Dive if you need to, like I did. Preferably put your Pokemon away. If it's Gardevoir, Gardevoir will stay up, like behind you and get knocked out. But back to Avalugg. With Avalugg, you kind of don't want to use him in the second stage. You can, but he's a little bit harder to keep alive, as you saw, especially at level 57. So let's go ahead and heal him up. Because I will use Avalugg a little bit on the final stage to show you how well he handles the damage. So a Fairy type, an Ice type, and should be good to go here. So let's go ahead and push the next part here. There's the stun. Gives you kind of one little free move. Go double drain here to heal up below it. And then he should go right, yep, so right here. So put the Pokemon away and then just start running in a circle. He won't hit you. It looks close, but you won't get hit. Very, very clean. Right after the stun, that's always the key. After the stun, he is going to use that move. And then you just keep moving. That's really the name of the game. You just got to keep mobile. He will stay in the middle. He's not going to move out of the middle during the 50% stage. And you notice I'm not even using... Wow, Flow It clearly takes percentage-based damage. So we are learning that together. Maybe not the best option here, except for really big hits. So we'll put Gardevoir away. Couldn't have brought her out. Just let her put away. Because now he's going to go right into his move. There you go. So just start running in a circle. And you'll dodge that no problem. There you go. And if you have Moonblast on Gardevoir here, we forgot to put it on there, so this is a little... You're going to do more damage, and Moonblast will help you go through this a lot quicker. But Gardevoir is pretty good in this fight. And I powered her up since the first time I used her. I think the first time I soloed this with Gardevoir was... She was sub-level 80. Or about level 80. So here, we'll put Gardevoir away. And then we'll start running. So very easy, very simple, very clean. No worries about getting knocked out here. After the stun, be prepared to run. That's really all you got to do. So let's go ahead and get our finishing move here. Boom. All right, so this will push stage 3. Final stage. The perfect stage, or 100% stage. This one's got a few different things that you got to worry about. This one does move. He's got a really brutal kind of ultimate attack that puts a Z on the ground and will wreck you really hard if you don't. He goes back to using 1,000 arrows. A little bit more powered up version though, but you can dodge it. It's not hard. You just move. We're good there. kind of work our way through this fight here. Again, he's not going to do anything special. So there he did like an earthquake type move. You want to be careful with that. Make sure you're backed up. Stay just a little bit away from him. If he moves up close to you, just keep moving back. 1,000 waves is what that was called. Floet has no issue taking the damage, but she's also level 100. So, all right, let's go ahead and push the first little thing here. So let's go Light of Ruin. Do a nice big chunk of damage. Knock Floet out. All right, so he's going to move into the middle. And then from here, he's going to trigger his first ultimate move. Now, when he goes outside the map, you want to be on the side, because this is where he's going to put the Z on the ground. So he's going to draw a Z, and then you'll notice, as long as I'm on either side from where he is, so if he's at south, you want to be west and east, not north. And you will be in a safe zone. Those are the only two safe zones in the entire circle when he does that. So if he's on this, just pretend he's south or north, whatever you want to do, you are going to be on the east and west part of the circle. Or if you want to go time, if he's at 12, you want to be at 9 and 3. Don't be a 6. And then from here, it's pretty clean. I mean, he just, you know, he's trying to get close to me. He wants to use the 1,000 waves. And you just stay back a little bit until you trigger the next little stun. Not going to use an ultimate move. I'll call it an ultimate move until he uses the stun thing. Although 1,000 waves, you'll notice Gardevoir is locked. I did notice that first time I did this. You can't freely swap Pokemon against the 1,000 waves. If you get hit by 1,000 waves, then he's gonna be stunned. So here, all right, so he's going into a move there. Oh yeah, this one. So this one you just keep jumping along the edge, like this. Just dive, and you won't get hit. Just keep diving. I've noticed that. So whenever he does that move will knock you out if it hits you a bunch. But if you can just dive like I did, and you'll be good to go. You won't get hit. Let's go ahead and bring a bunch of extra max revives if you're going to use Floet in this fight. Apparently she does so much damage with Light of Ruin. She's a single one-hit knockout of herself. Is awesome. All right, so we are going to do Mega Floet when we get down here to like 40% and hit Light of Ruin and to see how much damage he does behind the period. All right, we're about 50%. Let's do it. So Mega Floet. We got Calm Mind up. Light of Ruin. Hit it. Well, probably what, 20% damage at level 100 Hyper Train? Not too shabby. Okay, so he's probably going to. So I'm gonna come over to the edge. I'm gonna anticipate the move. He'll move into the middle. This is probably another Z attack. I think he rotates him. All right, so see, I'm in the wrong side. I need to get over here, over to this side. There we go. Draw the Z, and right here, nice little safe spot. Very easy, very clean. Again, just make sure you're on the sides of the circle compared to where he's at when he does that. Okay, let's show you how well Avalugg does here. So level 57 Avalugg against the 100% version of this. With Iron Defense, just going to drop a little Icicle Crash. He is 4 times weak to Ice, so you don't really have any issue here. He does very well, does a good amount of damage. I think I don't know why I have Blizzard on him. It should be Ice Fang, or Ice Crunch, Bunch, Bite, whatever. That one is not the, not Blizzard, because Blizzard's a special move. So I think I just forgot to save this, but either way, you get the idea. So even at level 57, we're doing all right. Can't swap him off, so I just need to move here. He's gonna do another move. Oh, he's gonna... Okay, so this is where he just died. You stand still. You will get hit. Navalugg's down. Bad example. All right. Let's do it. Let's finish it off. Mega Floet. Hit him. Ooh, close. So close. Lost Floet. Of course we did. Alright, I guess Gardevoir gets the finish. One Drain Kiss to finish it? Oh, really? Really? Okay. Another good test. So we'll see where he goes out of bounds. Looks like he's looking back there. So that's a good show you the other side of the circle. So he's going to go up top. He's going to draw the Z. There it is. You can kind of look up into that corner and just see where our nice little safe spot is. And that'll do it. One more hit here and we'll have this finished. So that easy. Hope this helps. Hope you kind of get a little better understanding of how the fight works, what the flow is, and what the moves are that you need to avoid, and how to avoid them. Otherwise, it's a pretty straightforward fight. Nothing too crazy. You're not in any rush. Obviously, we took 15 minutes, it looks like, from this, how long we've been recording to do that fight. So you get to this point, then you get to pick your Pokeball and catch this thing. So let's do... We want to do the moon ball. We just got this thing. He would look good in a moon ball. I like that idea. Throw the moon ball. We officially have our Zygarde in the moon ball. Very cool. Love it. Register to the decks. Let me know what you think. Let me know what other... Let everybody else know what other great Pokemon you have figured out to take care of this guy. Because obviously you only get to fight it once, but it is a fairly difficult fight the first time you try it. So hopefully this helps. Hit the like button. Hit the sub button if you're not, and we'll see you in the next one.